You can customize the setup of your gradebook for each of your courses in order to efficiently collect, sort, and communicate learner data. Open Grade Setup from your course menu in order to set up grading categories. Grading categories allow you to organize graded items in the course. At least one grading category is required in order for you to use the gradebook. There is no limit to the number of categories you can create, and you can weight each one according to your own definition. There are many different ways to organize your grading categories. Let's take a look at two common options. You might choose to organize grading categories by week. You can then use the gradebook filters to easily focus on learner progress each week. You might prefer to organize grading categories to match district grading policies. You can weight your grading categories by total points or percentage. In this example, the grading categories and weight percentages match district policy. However you organize your gradebook, it is important to communicate to your learners and families that what they see in Schoology does not directly transfer to eSchool, and to explain the meaning of your chosen graded categories. To add a new category, click Add in the Categories menu. Enter a name. Select either percent or total points as the category calculation method. Click Create to complete. Tap the star icon to the right of one of your grading categories in order to mark it as your default category for newly created course materials. You can create a new rubric from the Grade Setup menu. To add a rubric, click the Add button in the upper right corner of the Grading Scales section. Select the rubric option and then fill out the form. We'll go over more about rubrics later. In the Gradebook menu, you can use filters in order to easily focus on content by marking period, due date, or grading category. The set of menus available in the top row of your gradebook provides flexible control over displaying content, creating new content, and setting various options. The Members menu will appear if you have set up grading groups. Select a grading group to display only learners in that group. The Grading Period menu allows you to filter grades by marking period. Use the Materials menu to filter by the custom grading categories you have set up. The Due Date menu allows you to filter by content creation date or due date. Use the flag icon for any individual item in the gradebook to help you easily keep track of learners at a glance. For example, when you have learners with modifications or reduced assignments, you can mark them as excused from any materials they are not required to complete. Select one or more options from the View menu to highlight those items in the gradebook. Open Grade Setup from your course menu. Other notable grade setup features include the visibility settings. Your course will automatically calculate and show the learner's overall grades for the marking period and course in the learner's view of the gradebook. You can choose to hide these calculated totals from your learners. Consider hiding grade totals from learners if they do not receive numerical grades, as in the case of our lower elementary learners, or if your grading categories and weights do not match district policy and may cause confusion for learners and families. Once you have finished setting up your gradebook, tap Save Changes. You can then copy your gradebook settings from one course to another by tapping the Copy Settings button in the top right corner. You can choose to copy categories, grading scales, and rubrics from one course to any other course you administer. Grading periods and final grade settings cannot be copied, so be sure to check your settings in each course to ensure it is set up the way you want. If you have any questions about grade setup or would like a thought partner in setting up your Schoology course gradebook, please reach out to your DLC.